Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's great to have you here, whether you're listening to me on my Results Mastery podcast or whether you're live on LinkedIn, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, whether you're listening on iTunes, on Apple Music, or on about 30 other different stations and platforms and so on and so forth. Welcome. It's great to have you here. I really respect people's time. It's often the most valuable possession, and I will do my best to make sure that you get the best return on your investment of time in being here with me. I'm going to be respectful today in terms of how long. I've got to say, I think the other day I went on for about 25 minutes, but I'm going to try and keep it to the normal 15 minutes today. So without further ado, let me crack on and talk about what it is we're here to learn about today. And today I'm going to talk to you about LinkedIn pods. LinkedIn pods. What is a LinkedIn pod, you may be asking? Well, a LinkedIn pod is like a small group of people. It could be a larger group, but generally speaking, it might be 15, 20 people, something like that, who get together in order to help each other to become more successful on LinkedIn. And they do that through basically a process of liking and commenting on each other's posts. Now, what this does is it boosts the LinkedIn algorithm. It enables small businesses, small business owners, and anybody who really wants to do better on LinkedIn to get more traction. So LinkedIn see this as like this. When I do a post on LinkedIn and all of a sudden 20 people have liked it and they've commented on it, excuse me, 20 people have liked it and commented on it, LinkedIn think, this is really popular. Let's send it out to loads more people. And that's basically what a LinkedIn pod does. It enables all the members of the pod to boost, in other words, get their post shown to more people. Now, as far as results are concerned, I've been doing this now, I don't know, it could be about 18 months, perhaps even 2 years. I'm not sure, but certainly a reasonable amount of time. And, the results, let me say, I want to be really straight and honest with you, they're mixed. It sometimes seems to work fantastically well, and other times it works a bit, but not quite so well. Now, if I can't sit here and tell you, look, I know the secrets of the LinkedIn algorithm, and I'm up to, it's just not true. I sort of know it, but like everybody, and to be honest, on LinkedIn things change like they do on Google and Facebook and so on. The criteria and how it works changes, it's just a really powerful tool, I believe. Now, the best results, let me just tell you about the best to start with. The best results me and the members of my pod, because I run my own pod, have achieved are, I think one guy got something like 140,000 views. Now, that is really rare. We've not achieved anything like that very often. In fact, I don't think we've achieved that at all. Some of them have had like 60, 70,000. I've never had that, I will tell you. One week I had I was hitting 5,000 views per day. So I got like 25, 30,000 views in the week. And I think one time I hit about 8,000, one particular day, 8,000. But typically, what happens is that we get in the higher hundreds of views. So let me give you an example. If I just go on to LinkedIn now and post, and just to clarify, I've got 10,300 and something contacts on LinkedIn. So I'm, reasonably well connected on LinkedIn. And if I do a post, that post typically will get somewhere between, worst case, only 50, best case, maybe 200, 300 views. That would be fairly typical for me, posting during the day on my own without using the pod. When I post on the pod, that will be boosted to somewhere between about 300 or 400 and typically 1,000 people. That would be fairly typical every day when I do my post. That's roughly what happens. So, you know, that's worth doing. It's getting yourself out there. It's getting yourself in front of your target market. And, you know, whether they're reading it, whether they're clicking through to your website and so on and so forth, you know, is down to you and your own version of Google Analytics, I suppose. Certainly, there's no reason why in this day and age you can't get that sort of information. So, you know, it is definitely a good thing, I believe. Now, how do you do it? Well, you know, you got a choice really. You can either set up your own, and what you'll need to do is get some friends in, people that you know, perhaps customers or suppliers, you know, people you network with and so on and so forth. Get about 20 of those together. The magic number apparently is 15. You need 15 comments to really trigger the algorithm, and people need to like it, comment on it, and then add the at and then the name of the person. So you might do at Steve Mills on the end of that. So that's what you need to do. Or you could join somebody else's LinkedIn pod. I don't think there's such a thing as a directory of LinkedIn pods, but perhaps you know somebody. If you don't, or if you'd like to, you'd be very welcome to join my pod. You know, assuming you run a business and it's ethical and legal and all those sorts of things. You know, there's certainly space online. I think we've got something like about 17 or 18 members. So taking that up a little bit would probably be a good thing, allowing for people who can't make it that particular day or who are on holiday or ill or whatever, you know, you're very welcome to. Now, the downside, well, it's not really a downside, but the commitment side is that you basically must be committed to doing it. You know, what we don't want is members who flit in and flit out and don't ever really do anything. You know, we all know the rewards for doing nothing are nothing, you know, you know, we want people who are part of our pod, and we want them to feel part of it and to be part of it. So, you know, those people are really important to us. We need to be able to get people to do stuff. So what do we do in our pod? Well, what we do is we post every day, Monday to Friday. Now we post in the UK, UK time, from 7 in the morning to 8 in the morning. That's the time when we post. We comment and like on each other's posts somewhere between 7 in the morning and 9 in the morning, basically. So most people are posting around about 7:30 and following up with a comment and a like in the other members' posts. So that's basically how it works. Now we have a rule in my podcast, my LinkedIn pod. We have a rule that says on Tuesday and Thursday, you must do it. You have to be 100% committed. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's good to do it, but we don't have to. But we try whenever possible to still do the 5 days, but not everybody does all the time. But actually, do you know what? Most of the people do most of the time. So, you know, it really, you need to view it as a 5-day commitment. So that's basically what we do. How we do it is we have a WhatsApp group. So basically what you do is you go into LinkedIn, you type something in, and I'd strongly recommend you put a link to somewhere, you know. So I might say, I've just written a new blog post. It's about XYZ. If you want to have a look at it, go here. and put a link to my website. I then copy the URL on LinkedIn into WhatsApp, so everybody in the group can see what I've done. They then just simply click on the WhatsApp link. That takes them to LinkedIn. They comment and like it. And if they want to, they can share it, because that's always good, because that gets shared with all their contacts as well. And that goes out to everybody's contacts if they want to do that. But again, they don't have to do that in our pod. That's the way it works. So that's it, really. That's what pods are about. You don't have to set up the same rules as us. I was just telling you what we do in case you want to join our LinkedIn pod. We also have a meetup once a month on the third Thursday at 8:30 in the morning. We meet up on Zoom, share ideas, tell people what's happening, and so on and so forth. And so again, if you want to attend that, you'd be very welcome to do so as well. So that's it for now. Thank you ever so much. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you want to meet with me, feel free to book a meeting. You can see there's all the details. That's basically what we're going to discuss. And to book the meeting, just simply go to steve-mills.com. You'll see a gold button there. Click on that. That'll give you automatic access to my diary, and you will be able to meet up from there. So that's it for now. Thank you ever so much for listening. I'm actually under 15 minutes, I think, for the first time ever. So 13 minutes I've been going. I hope it's been a good 13 minutes for you. And I look forward to speaking to you next time. Don't forget, by the way, I do this every day, Monday to Friday. So if you want to come along and gain benefit from this, then please do so. If you want to know more about my Results Mastery program or Results Mastery University, then again, feel free to get in touch. Thanks very much for listening.